Would you like to know more about activities and events in Chiang Mai? Are you eager to improve your English language skills?
Do you want to request your favorite song? Then tune in to the Sawadee Chiangmai radio show 93.25 FM from 7:30 to 9 p.m. Call us at 053-276-793 or interact with us on the Facebook page Sawwaddee Chiangmai radio show. Don't be shy, we're here to help.
You're listening to the Sawwaddee Chiangmai radio at 93.25 FM, brought to you by Radio Thailand Chiang Mai. Call us at 053-276-793 or contact us on Facebook, Sawwaddee Chiangmai Radio Show.
Sawasdee Chiangmai.
Sawwaddee Chiangmai.
Sawasdee Chiangmai.
Good evening, all listeners. Welcome to Sawasdee Chiangmai radio programs with me, Jaroonroat Tom Krasaesuk, as your host for this evening on the Friday, the 2nd of February 2018. And of course, every Friday like this, we will be together from now up until 8:15 p.m. And for tonight, we have many quite interesting informations to share with you for the news that will be related to the topic for this evening. Also, this is talking about the nationality verifications and also talking about the laws talking that related to the law on foreign employees and migrants worker. So what is the new regulations and what is the effect on that, and what would be the actions that what should you do in terms of avoiding for any penalty like that. Okay, up until 8:15 we'll be together for 45 minutes here with me, Jaroonroat Tom Krasaesuk. Let's move on to our very first piece of music. I have prepared two pieces. First one is Sway by Michael Bublé, and then next one is Mambo No. 5 by Lou Bega. I will mention those back-to-back track and come back with you shortly after this song.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When you dance you have to way with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway I go weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway I go weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with me. When we dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. When marimbas start to play, hold me close, make me sway. Like an ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with me. When we dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5. In the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna be a buzz like I had last week. I must stay deep, cause talk is cheap. I like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they're getting sweeter. So what can I do? I really bag you, my lord. To me, flirting is just like a sport. Anything fly, it's all good. Let me jump in, please sing in the trumpet. A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita's all I need, a little bit of Tina's what I see, a little bit of Sandra in the sun, a little bit of Mary all night long, a little bit of Jessica, here I am, a little bit of you makes me your man. Mambo number 5. Jump up and down and move it all around. Shake your hand to the sound, put your hands on the ground. Take one step left and one step right. One to the front and one to the side. Clap your hands once and clap your hands twice. And if it looks like this, then you're doing it. A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita's all I need, a little bit of Tina's what I see, a little bit of Sandra in the sun, a little bit of Mary all night long, a little bit of Jessica, here I am, a little bit of you makes me your man. Trumpet. Mambo number 5. A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita's all I need, a little bit of Tina's what I see, a little bit of Sandra in the sun, a little bit of Mary all night long, a little bit of Jessica, here I am, a little bit of you makes me your man. I do all to fall in love with a girl like you, 'cause you can't run and you can't hide, you and me gonna touch the sky. Mambo number 5.
Sawasdee Chiang Mai.
Sawasdee Chiangmai.
Sawasdee Chiangmai.
Welcome back to Sawasdee Chiangmai radio programs. I hope you enjoyed those back-to-back track. First one was Sway by Michael Bublé and Member number 5 by Lou Bega. You're now listening to SAWADDEE Chiangmai radio program with me, Tom Jaroonroat Tom Krasaesuk. Let's hear the first piece of information for this evening, and it's talking about the government has extended the foreign nationality verification to June the 30th, which is the Ministry of Labour has extended its timeline for foreign workers to verify their nationalities to the June 30th this year while working with neighboring countries for effective processing. Deputy Prime Minister and Defence Minister General Prawit Wongsuwan asked related agencies to provide fast and convenient service for applicants and to collaborate with the embassies of Laos PDR, Myanmar and Cambodia to ensure effective and accurate processing. Labour Minister Police General Adun Sang Singkao revealed that over 1.2 million foreigners workers out of the estimate 2 million in Thai have successfully verified their nationalities. According to him, management delays and limitations of partner countries were responsible for the failure to meet the original timeline. The NCPO therefore resolved to postpone the verification deadline to June the 30th this year and instructed related agencies to streamline the process measures, include committees to oversee progress as well as center to facilitate verification at various administrative levels across the country, and also to coordinate the Embassy of Cambodia, Laos and Myanmar too. Okay, that will be the subject that we're gonna discuss later on tonight. But in the meantime, that's the good news for that. And also in Chiang Mai, they service it about this too. So what is it like? Let's take a break and come back. I have some more information to share with you. At the meantime, let's move on to Slow Down a Little Bit. This is Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley and Strangers in the Night by Frank Sinatra. I'm enjoying this back-to-back track and come back with you shortly after these songs.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you.
สวัสดีเชียงใหม่
Sawasdee Chiangmai.
Sawadee Chiangmai.
Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night. What were the chances we'd be sharing love before the night was through? Something in your eyes was so inviting, something in your smile was so exciting, something in my heart told me I must have you. Strangers in the night, two lonely people, we were strangers in the night, up to the moment when we said our first hello. Little did we know, love was just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away. And ever since that night, we've been together, lovers at first sight, in love forever. It turned out so right for strangers in the night. Love was just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away. Ever since that night, we've been together, lovers at first sight, in love forever. It turned out so right for strangers in the night.
Sawadee Chiangmai.
Sawadee Chiangmai.
Sawadee Chiangmai.
Welcome back to Sawasdee Chiangmai radio program with me, Jaroonroat Tom Krasaesuk. And apology for someone who trying to call. This tonight is the record show, but I'll come back live with you again tomorrow from 7:30 up until 9 p.m. with me and Kunjay tomorrow. And the other interesting piece of news that anyone would use, nowadays the mobile phone and using SIM card is one of our most of the people in Thailand, they are using that. And the National Broadcasting and Telecommunications Commission, or the NBTC, the office of NBTC has inspected the SIM card registration process in Megabangna shopping complex today, and the registration process is now required to use the new biometric identification system that record facial features and fingerprints of SIM card owners, regardless of their mobile service providers. And according to the NBTC Deputy Secretary General Gorgit Danchai-Vijit, the new registration method was put in place for February the 1st. Customer who wish to register a new SIM card can bring only their ID card to service center of the preferred mobile network operators and of the 50,000 sales representative nationwide. All major carriers, for example, ARSD Tech, True, TOT, and CAT or CAT, are reportedly ready to adopt the new methods. And the new biometric identification system would protect SIM card holders from identity theft and prevent SIM cards from duplicate registration. Mobile network operators will scan faces or fingerprints of their customers when registering a new SIM card. User data will be kept confidential in accordance with the nation laws in information and technology, which this allow the operators to keep customer information at their service centers. Okay, so that'll be something. And but they didn't mention about the existing users. But I'm sure that they will try and start to apply these rules to all people. And let's see another local news right here about Chiang Mai. They said Army Region 3 joined Chiang Mai in drill against forest fire and haze. And today in Army of Region 3 has assisted Chiang Mai provincial officials in conducting a forest fire fighting drills as part of the effort to address the area annual haze problems. The Army Region 3 Commanders Lieutenant General Vijak Siribansop, as a director of the Regional Forest Fire and Haze Prevention and Mitigation Center, shared the launch of this year's forest fire fighting drill alongside Chiang Mai Governor's Pravin Chamniprasad. The drill was joined in by military units and well as over 40 Chiang Mai academic institutions and public organizations in line with the regional forest fire and haze prevention and mitigation centers. Efforts to integrate efforts against blaze and smoke all involve joint in expressing a unified intention to reduce an instance of forest fire and undercut the annual haze problems that hit the Thai North. They are also together a campaign for greater awareness against the haze problems and environmental conservation and join other activities to combat forest fire. And the drill included the exhibition of forest fire and haze together by 10 provincial offices, as well as the parade to raise the awareness involving 20 public and private agencies, 200 bicycles and 70 vehicles. The entire event was attended by 3,200 people today. Okay, so it's something they're just looking forward to. Okay, and before we move on for the topic for this evening, let's move on to another two pieces I have right here. This is 100 Years by Fight for Fightings, and then the next one is 3 Doors Down by I'm Here With You. I'll enjoy these two pieces and come back with you shortly. And you're now listening to Sawasdee Chiangmai radio program with me, Tom Jaroonroat Krasaesuk.
For a moment, and she feels better than ever, and we're on fire, making our way back from Mars. 15, there's still time for you, time to buy and time to lose. 15, there's never a wish better than this, when you only got 100 years to live. I'm 33 for a moment, I'm still the man, but you see I'm there, a kid on the way, babe, a family on my mind. Chasing the years of my life. 15, there's still time for you, time to buy and time to lose yourself within a morning star. 15, I'm alright with you. 15, there's never a only got 100 years to live. Half time goes by, suddenly you're wise, another blink of an eye. 67 is gone, the sun is getting high, we're moving on. I'm not denying moment. I'm dying for just another moment, and I'm just dreaming, counting the ways to where you are. 15, there's still time for you. 22, I feel her to go. 33, you're on your way. Every day's a new day. Got 100 years to live.
Sawasdee Chiangmai.
Sawasdee Chiangmai.
Sawasdee Chiangmai.
Days have made me older since the last time that I saw your pretty face. 1,000 lies have made me colder, and I don't think I can look at this the same. But all the miles that separate disappear now when I'm dreaming of your face. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still with me in my dreams. And tonight, it's only you and me. Yeah. The miles just keep rolling as the people leave and wait to say hello. I've heard this life is overrated, but I hope that it gets better as we go. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still with me in my dreams. And tonight, girl, it's only you and me. Everything I know, and anywhere I go, it gets hard, but it won't take away my love. And when the last one falls, and when it's all said and done, it gets hard, but it won't take away my love. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still with me in my dreams. And tonight, girl, it's only you and me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, 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 oh.
listening to the Sawaddee Chiangmai Radio at 93.25 FM, brought to you by Radio Thailand Chiang Mai. Call us at 053-276-793 or contact us on Facebook, Sawaddee Chiangmai Radio Show.
Would you like to know what's going on in Chiang Mai? Stay tuned for our events segment coming up right now.
Welcome back to Sawasdee Chiangmai radio programs and the events in Chiang Mai for this weekend. So I would have to tell this information because if you go anywhere, you should plan your trip very, very well around Chiang Mai, because in this weekend, first event that will be happening to in Chiang Mai City. First one is Chiang Mai Flower Festival 2018, and second one is the ONET examinations for both days, Saturday and Sunday. And there are also the singers, one of the bands coming to Central Festival in Chiang Mai, and also the other concerts at Prasad Land in the evening during this weekend, and also the Spirit Sport Day and the Spirit Cheers at CMU or Chiang Mai University on Saturday evening. So for these 5 events altogether is already gonna be if you have to go somewhere, plan your trip very well. Okay, so that's it for the events segment for this evening, and let's move on to next section.
Topic of the day. Stay tuned for our daily themed discussion of topics relating to Thailand and its residents.
I was mentioned earlier on this program talking about the extension of registration for the foreign workers and also migrant workers in Thailand. And in Chiang Mai, from the 5th of February 2018, Chiang Mai Provincial Office will open the one-stop service to register the for the migrant workers that would be expired by the 31st of March 2018. So all employers or the migrant workers, you can book the queue in advance at this phone number. Note well, I will speak very slowly. 085 695 5571. Again, 085 695 5571 for the one-stop service to register your foreign workers and also the migrant workers with Chiang Mai office, the provincial office, and please incorporate in terms of register your migrant workers with the authorities. And at the meantime, this is the reason why we are going to talk about this, because tonight we're talking about this subject in particular. This is talking about the foreign laws employees and migrant workers. And they said that the new royal decree managing the work of aliens in 2017, which is still a royal decree and actually it's been enacted, became effective and cancel or replaces the 2 main pieces of legislation regulating foreign workers in Thailand, which are, first one, the royal decree on bringing alien to work in the kingdom of 2016, and they also cancel the Alien Works Act 2008. So they consider it as the previous legislation already. So, but they still uphold the main requirements and principle of the 2 previous legislation, but brings the previous up to date and address some news issues. So reflect the current situation. So. The reason being that because there has an urgent need to address the current problems of foreign working in Thailand and to tackle the human trafficking issues that we have been facing with this issues by the international countries. So the new legislation will interestingly was enacted in form of royal decree instead of the act as would normally be a case. So the royal decree seeks to address two issues previously covered under the previous legislation. The two issues that we are talking are, the first one is foreign employees working in Thailand. For example, like working about work permit for the Thai person or the employers. If you employing any foreign nationals, such foreign nationals workers must have a work permit on any positions that you're working. So we will talking about the definition of work later on. And the second issues that they're touching are is hiring up and bringing in migrant workers to work in Thailand. They said hiring, first one, and bringing in migrant workers. So if you import or would bringing any migrant workers in Thailand, they also cover under this new decree also. And for example, for the foreign employees working in Thailand, definition of works is changing from the past. In 2008, the law mentioned like this: engaging in work by exerting one's physical energy or employing one's knowledge, whether or not or for which or the benefits. Means that if you engage the work, so by whether that person would just use their energy or knowledge in terms of profiting that associations or the employers, then it will consider as work in Thailand. But in 2017, for this new royal decree on managing the works of alien BE 2017, alien 2017, they mentioned that exerting one's physical energy or employing one's knowledge, and they add this clause in to perform a professions or perform works, whether or not for wages or the benefits. So it's become narrower than under the old acts. So mention that to perform a profession or perform works under or not wage or benefit, which means that if whether you get the wages or benefits from this work or not, you will be considered as working in Thailand. Therefore, with this, if you would be just fit to this one, therefore you need to apply for a work permit. And for the fine, if you are a foreigner or if the company or the boss employ a foreigner without a work permit, in the past the fine is from 10,000 to 100,000 baht per foreigners, but a new fine would be varies from 400,000 to 800,000 baht for per foreigners. So they make the penalty charge or the fine a lot higher. And not only if whether you're having a work permit, but if you are working differently from what it is addressed on your work permit, in the past they said a penalty charge or the fine of 10,000 baht, but the new regulations mention that 400,000 baht as the penalty charge for this. And that would be for the employer, but for the employees, which is the foreigner themselves, will be a fine of 100,000 baht for the new law. And working on an urgent necessity basis without notifying the official. This clause means that in the past, if you are work on an urgent and necessary basis, means that if you are working for 15 days within that and in that year, you need to notify the official about your duties and work here in Thailand. If you fail to report, in the past law mentioned that you subject to pay only 20,000 baht as the penalty charge, but the new fine or penalty charge would be vary from 20,000 to 100,000. And the last one mentioned here is confiscating a work permit or identification document of foreigners. In the past, there's no penalty charge on that, but now, if you confiscating a work permit or identification of documents for the foreigner, the penalty charge or the sentence is 6-month imprisonment and or a maximum of 100,000 baht penalty charge, which means that either just only imprisonment or it would be to pay a charge or the fine of 100,000 baht on top also. So let's take a break and then come back to mention about the second issues. The first one we're talking about the foreign employees working in Thailand already, and the second one we're going to talk about hiring and bringing in migrant workers to work in Thailand. What is it like and what is it about? We'll come back with you shortly after this. We have roughly a very short period of time of about 5 more minutes to go, so I'll just go for this one right then. So the Royal Decree largely adopts the contents of the Royal Decree in bringing aliens to work in the kingdom in 2016, which was only issued the last like years or two ago, and means that the Thai employers or the licensed operator can bring migrant workers to work in Thailand. So that is not in the past, but they have to request the quota first, and once quota is granted, then they can or license, then they can employ or request to bring the workers into Thailand to work, and subsequently to request a work permit also. But now no subsequent rules or regulation has been issued under this Royal Decree. Therefore, the existing rule and regulation issues under the previous legislation remain valid and enforceable to the extent that they do not conflict with the Royal Decree. So it includes requirement relating to apply for a work permit. For example, is they require to that employer has to have 2 million baht fully paid up, which means that you cannot only 25% or 50% of registration capital per one work permit. And also be noted that the existing work permit that was issued before the Royal Decree came into force are still legally valid until that term expired. Each work permit normally is just valid for a year unless otherwise they have this specify something else. And similarly, any application submitted under the previous legislation before 23rd of June 2017 is still valid under the Royal Decree, and no new application needs to be submitted. So sorry to make it quick in the end, but of course, if you have any questions or query, feel free to write questions on our Facebook page, Sawasdee Chiangmai Radio Show. Again, Sawasdee Chiangmai Radio Show. And as your host for this evening, my name is Tom Jaroonroat Krasaesuk. Thank you very much for listening, and we will come back with you again tomorrow. And I'll say goodnight with this piece, very beautiful piece. Superman is not easy by Fight for Fighting. And come back as usual again tomorrow, and plan your trip well around Chiang Mai for this weekend. Sawadee krap.
That I had to wait. That the world was not ready.
I can't stand to fly. I'm not that naive. I'm just out to find the better part of me. I'm more than a bird, I'm more than a plane, I'm more than some pretty face beside a train. And it's not easy to be me. I wish that I could cry, fall upon my knees, find a way to lie about a home I'll never see. It may sound absurd, but don't be naive. Even heroes have the right to bleed. I may be disturbed, but won't you concede? Even heroes have the right to dream, and it's not easy to be me. A broken away from me. Well, it's alright. You can all sleep sound tonight. I'm not crazy or anything. I can't stand to fly. I'm not that naive. Men want men Me